This video is going to look at how we check our Java version on a Macintosh and then install a server on a Macintosh computer. So the first thing we need to do is open up our terminal, and the terminal is exactly the same as the console in a Windows environment, where we type in Java-version, and that will return the version that we're working on. So currently I'm using 1.8.0 version 20, and I'm using a runtime version of exactly the same. So I can see here that I'm using 64-bit Java with a Java 1.8, which is the latest version. If I needed to, again, I could go back to Chrome and we could download the right version of Java by typing in Java SDK, Java Software Development Kit, download. Again, click on the first version, SDKit 8, accept the end user license agreement, and then I would click on the Mac OS X 64 version there and download that and install that. Again, as I said in the Windows version, this isn't about Java, but you must make sure you have the right version of Java installed for your machine. Particularly on a Mac, Java is not installed anymore as default on a Mac OS operating system. I think that came about as possibly Mavericks stopped installing Java as default. So you need to install Java and get that running. The easiest way, Java Development Kit, get the latest version, install it, restart your machine, and check your version of Java using the terminal. Once you've got the version of Java up and running using the terminal, we'll come back to terminal later on, but I can close that terminal window. So we now need to get a copy of Minecraft, and we're going to download that. So I've logged on to Minecraft download at the top here, as you recall from the Windows version. I've also logged into Minecraft, and I'm in the download pages. I can see here I could download Minecraft installer for my Mac. I'm on the Mac version, it knows I'm on that. But I also want the multiplayer server. Now, for a Windows server, we downloaded Minecraft Server 1.8, but again, we're going to run off the Java file. So I need the Minecraft Server 1.81 Java for the Mac. Now, there is no Mac or PC version, it's just a Java file. That's the beauty of Java, it works on both Windows and Mac equally. So I download the server file first, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. That will download the server file, and then I'm going to open up the wiki article for setting up a server. This is the wiki article from that link, remember, and scroll down to the OS X Yosemite instructions. Again, it says how we have the Java installed. It does talk about the different versions, end user license agreement, how to install it on Yosemite. I'm going to show you how to do it. It should be a bit easier than reading through that. Okay, so we need to this time make a slightly different file. So we'll come back to this in a second. We need to minimize that. Our server file is downloaded there. So I'm going to put that into its own folder, new folder. We'll call it Minecraft. There we go. Minecraft Server Vanilla. I'll pop that into there and open up that. There we go. We have our jar file, Minecraft Server 1.81 jar file. We now need to create a launcher file, same way we did on the PC, but we now need to do it on the Mac. So the way in which we do that is we open up TextEdit, set the format to plain text, and copy and paste in the following. So copy and paste that. Just do edit, copy, and we'll open up TextEdit. New document, format, make plain text, and then right click and paste. Okay, there is our file. Again, it's doing the same thing. It's looking in the directory where this is saved, so we need to save it in the same folder as the jar file. It's going to execute Java. It's going to give it a minimum and a maximum amount of memory. Issue a jar command to launch Minecraft_server.jar. So we need to rename this file over here and take off the 1.81 bit of the name, because it's not going to find it otherwise. And again, it's going to launch it with no graphical user interface, the same as on the PC. We save that file as start.command. Okay. So let's minimize that. We'll save that text file and we will save it into desktop Minecraft vanilla server as start.command. Save. Okay. So remember, we need to rename that Minecraft_server.jar. So let's do that. Just click on there to highlight that, and let's take off the 1, the bait, the 1. So it's just Minecraft_server. That says the same as that now in the command file. Okay, so we're up and running. We're ready to go. It's as simple as that. All I need to do now is launch the command file, which will start Minecraft. I will double click on that. And it says I don't have enough privileges. We must remember to get the right privileges. So let's check our file. And we need to grant permissions. So again, didn't follow the instructions quite there, so we need to do this little bit here, which means we need to set the permissions which allow us to run that particular file. So what we do is we type in chmod space a+x with a space after it, and then drag and drop the start command file into the terminal window. So let's do that. Chmod, that's modify the command permissions, a+x with a space after it, and then I'll just hide that, and I'll drag and drop that command file in there and press enter. Okay, that should have changed the permissions on that file, which means now when we run it, brilliant, it's launching. And you can see here it's creating log files, end user license agreement, and server properties. We're now getting the same message in our terminal window that we got on the PC. So I'll just move that over here so we can see. I'll make that a little bit bigger. And you can see here we need to agree to the end user license agreement. So let's do that. Open up the text file, change the end user license agreement to true. Oops. Make sure you type it correctly. File, save, close that down, and close that one, and let's start the command again. It's now creating all the same files that we had in the PC version. It's got a log file, the band players, the ops, the world, the whitelist, the server properties file, and it's done a spawn down here. It's spawned our world. So if we now switch to Minecraft, I'll just pause the video at this point. Okay, so we've got the server up and running. I'm just going to stop it and restart it again. So we'll just type in stop. That gracefully shuts it down. So okay, we're now going to check the IP address of this machine. So I'm just going to go to my system preferences, network, and I can see my IP address there. So I'm just going to copy that IP address, which is 150.237.119, and I'm going to copy and paste that and put it into Minecraft. Copy that, right click, copy, and switch to Minecraft. Add a server, Minecraft server vanilla, Mac, and paste that in there. Done. Okay, so we've now got our server installed. Can't connect at the minute because we haven't started our server. So let's relaunch our server. We should now get a much more graceful launch because it's created all the files that it needs. Creating the file, and it's up and ready. So let's have a little look. Refresh the page, and there we go, vanilla server Mac. Okay, so if I log in now, we can see here it's generating the world. It's going to drop me somewhere near the edge of the river. Oh, we've got some bunnies around. Okay, we're near the edge of the sea, washed up on a beach, and there's a couple of bunnies ready for us to play Minecraft. Okay, so very straightforward. We can see Jollop joined the game, and the server is now running in survival mode on a Mac. So very, very straightforward. We've got a server up and running on a Mac. It's a vanilla server, and therefore it's straight out of the box 1.81 with all the features of 1.81 running. So this can be run on a Mac OS X server machine. It can be run on a laptop machine. Remember, you need a powerful machine to host lots of different people on your multiplayer game, but you can run in local host mode, or you can run with the IP address. But basically, that's how you set up the server and run it. It just needs to run from its own folder, as we said there, and that will set the server up. So that set of files is a very basic Minecraft vanilla server. I will stop that one. That stopped the game, and if I come back here, the server is now closed and I'm disconnected. So very straightforward then, setting up a server. You just need to download the jar file, create a command file, and run it a couple of times to get the server up and running. Again, we've talked about this before in the previous video about the server properties. I'm just going to open up the server properties here. You can change these server properties and restart the server exactly the same on a PC. It doesn't make any difference. PC, Mac, there's no difference at all. We'll do another video about how we can configure some of these to make the server a bit more playable in another game. So in our next video though, we're going to talk about how we create a bucket server, which allows us to add plugins and configurations to Minecraft. Okay, see you soon.